bit of a drive through and discussion about some technical details on a Porsche project we've just finished. Peter brought his 1988 Porsche 911 Carrera to us. Just had the engine refreshed by AutoWorks on the Central Coast, and the factory management wasn't suitable for what he was wanting to achieve and get from the car. The car was running the original Bosch Jetronic system, which is basically batch fired, quite advanced for the day, but it was the similar kind of management from the early 80s. He'd increased the capacity in the engine to 3.4 litres and put a larger camshaft along with some porting and bits and pieces. So just basically wasn't after any power gains essentially, but more just perfect drivability, keep the original concourse style feel to the vehicle, basically not lose anything but gain everything up to modern standards. So what we usually do to that is look at a engine management package that will handle all the latest features but still run the original engine. For that we use Motec M1 series ECUs on a lot of our stuff. It's our preferred option. So for this car we're running a Motec M130. This one runs the GPA package from them, which is just a street-based package because this car is not going to use any of the race functions. Now, to gain most out of this setup, we converted the engine to a multi-tooth trigger. So it's running a 36-1 crank trigger, and then it's running a cam trigger package to suit for a home signal, and that obviously gives the ECU the ability to count correctly and a lot finer detail than the factory triggering through the distributor. As you can see in the photos, the distributor package was removed and we've gone to the Fluid Engineering crank kit. This just adds the next level of refinement with starting, drivability. The next step was the customer supplied some Bosch Motorsport injectors. They're 380cc, which on an engine like this is a touch large, but they run perfectly on the Motec M1. They're characterized correctly and we have full control. So the benefit now of going the modern management is we're now running a sequential injection. Before it was batch fired, meaning that all 6 cylinders fired at once, which worked for what it did, but not up to today's standards. So by now going to sequential injection and ignition, we can now have the precise amount of fuel required metered correctly into the engine. We've moved from the trapdoor airflow meter style to a speed density or manifold pressure based fuel model. This again helps a lot with tunability with this engine, with being a flat 6 arrangement, quite a decent overlap camshaft. The factory inlet manifold has a fair bit of variance between cylinders, so yeah, going to all this kind of thing helped us to gain the desired result. So the heads have been drilled for dual ignition coils. We've gone to a coil on plug kit, so that way 2 coils per cylinder and 2 spark plugs per cylinder. Piston design, the second set of plugs makes a big difference to the way the fuel is lit and burnt across the piston face. We picked up about 15 to 20 horsepower moving to the second plug setup, so that was a nice move there, as well as a lot crisper in initial throttle response and drivability low down. Other things we changed to a custom TPS from the factory switch type. We went to a full bespoke wiring loom, so we make those in-house. They're motorsport grade or mil spec is often called wiring loom, with Tefsol wire, Raychem string. It's all booted and sealed. This was designed though to the customer's specifications, where they were happy for us to do it, but they did not want this loom to be visible. In essence, it needed to be looking factory whenever you pop the bonnet or the boot, and this enables us to run everything nicely but not be exposed and looking like there's been too many changes. So that loom is running through, it's got a bulkhead Autosport connector at the rear, which enables, if the engine needs to be removed, they can just simply disconnect and remove that. So it runs everything, it's all labelled, but it's all hidden. So we then mounted the ECU under the seat, 3D printed a bracket to enable the ECU to look like it'll bolt to all the factory positions. It looks like it's in a factory style case, and we basically just made a jumper harness to work with the factory interior functions so it could integrate nicely. The other main design brief for this build was that everything had to be removed. There was no cutting to be done. So everything had to be removed and put back to factory if required, which is, we feel we've achieved nicely, while still attaining a high level of usability and drivability. So some of the other functions we've run into this ECU is our usual list of sensors. So this one, being an air-cooled engine, runs a cylinder head temp. To that we've added fuel pressure and fuel temp sensors, oil pressure and oil temp, as well as the usual manifold and TPS. We're running bank-to-bank lambda into the Motec as well, so that way we're able to trim each bank, which made quite a significant difference on economy and drivability as well. So yeah, we feel we've nailed this one quite nicely. These are becoming quite a rare and sought after vehicle, and at the age that they're at, pushing 30 plus years, in my opinion, they need to be brought up to the latest electronic spec, because there's no compromise. Everything works factory, AC, drivability is unbelievable. They're achieving really good economy for the engine size. The dash works like factory. There's no compromise. There's only gains to be had. It starts on the key, hot, cold, warm, perfect every time. So, and yet still looks very period correct, which was the main goal from this. So this is the first one we've done. We're very happy with how it's turned out, and we deliver it this week. So we're hoping the customer is the same, has the same feelings that we do, but I'm sure he'll be over the moon with how it's come out. So yeah, it's a bit of a rundown on how we do things, the attention to detail we like to take, and just the process and method of stepping through with the client to basically make sure we're on the same page, achieving the same goals, and that way everyone's happy.